Thank you so much, first of all, to all of you for joining us here today for this important discussion and dialogue between you, representatives of different governments and regulatory authorities, and interested investors in the agri-sector in Bangladesh, and representatives from the private sector here in the audience. The huge interest, I think, in this whole session, and you can see the hall is filled and full, shows the immense potential of the agricultural sector and the agro-processing sector in Bangladesh, and the considerable attention it has from investors. We received a lot of questions, so let's delve into it. First of all, I would like to start with, sorry, I have to be a bit digital because, of course, we were working with a QR code. So I would like to start my question to BIDA, Mr. Ariful Hoque. To BIDA, the question is, what are the most attractive investment opportunities in the agriculture and agro-processing sector, according to BIDA?
As I have said, thank you very much for the question. As I have said, every sector has the opportunity and promising. It has the huge growth potentials, and there are a lot of things to do in this sector. So for understanding, the opportunity is endless, and it's almost virgin. So government is here, policies are in place, so they can try in the existing sector as well as in the new sectors. Venture in the new area, it can be pre and post harvesting, it can be warehousing, it can be in the cold chain, whatever. It's a 180 million people's market, very untapped. So I believe the opportunities are skyrocketing, is endless. Everybody, thank you very much.
Okay, you can keep the microphone as we will pass it around, and I have one already. So let me continue to the Ministry of Agriculture. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us as well. So one of the questions that we got is, what are the public-private partnership opportunities offered by or through the Ministry of Agriculture in the development of agricultural value chain in Bangladesh, and in which areas, if you can give some examples?
Thank you very much for the question. As you know that agriculture, as you have mentioned, all of the presenters have mentioned that agriculture is the second, opportunity we have after the RMG sector. Already we are encouraging private sector to collaborate with the Minister of Agriculture, especially in the value chain issues. When we receive any sort of, good proposal, we scrutinize it, and then based on the merit of the project, we proceed. For example, one project is now undergoing, that is from Elite Investment Limited. They are very much interested to, establish some storage system and also some markets, the selling points for the farmers. And the total project cost is around like $409 million. And they are also collaborated by, the GAIN, that is a Swiss foundation. Already we have received the positive note from the Public-Private Partnership Authority, and we are preparing to send it to the Chief Advisor's Office for the approval. I think after receiving that approval, we could start the project. But I'd like to add something more, that we are very much eager to get private sectors to be involved in the storage system, our cooling system, and also the transportation system. And you know that after the LDC graduation, we might not give direct subsidy to the other, to the farmers. So in that case, the private sectors and collaboration like packaging, transportation and other sectors, we could subsidize, and we could be a partner of private sectors. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. And I think this relates a bit to another question that I will immediately ask you as well. So the question here is, storage of agricultural products, particularly perishable agricultural products and processed products, is very important for getting a fair price by the farmers and all-season consumption by the consumers. What are the plans, what kind of plans does the ministry have or will take in this field?
Oh, as I mentioned that, you know that during the season, for example, right now, it's a season of potato and also onions. So the price is very low in the market. On the other hand, after 3 months or 4 months, due to the lack of storage, the price will be very high. So now it is time for the farmers to lose, and after 4 or 5 months, the consumer will lose because they have to pay much. Already we have both private and public initiatives here, because we have like 365 cold storage, where the capacity is around like 4.5 million metric ton of potato, especially potato. And we have also like Bangladesh Agriculture Development, BIDC, and other institutions under work under ministry. They're also taking initiative, because you know that some initiatives are very much, that is environment friendly and also, sustainable. We are planning to give 4,000 units of, that is a new technology, that is fan or something, technological unit to the farmers. So 10 or 5 person may use it, and they can store it. Especially the onions. We have to import huge amount of onion from others, from outside our country. So this would be a very cost-effective storage system. For 8 months, we can store the onions. Around 4,000 units will be given there. So if we could successfully implement this project, then we don't need to import the onions from outside the country. Yes. As we have mentioned, that the perishable, and also after the potato and onion season, we can also put other vegetables and other items that is less perishable to those stores. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your answer. And I think indeed for the Bangladeshi here present, and I've been in Bangladesh myself for about 1.5 years now, I recognize indeed that sometimes onions can be the headlines of the news in certain seasons. And as presented before, there is a few Dutch companies as well with expertise in this regard. And in one of the breakout sessions, there is more, we will delve further into that topic as well. So I would like to move to some questions we received for the Bank of Bangladesh. Maybe we can hand the... Yeah. You have a microphone already. Perfect. So I will combine 2 questions that we got, and that is, how is the Bangladesh Bank going to incentivize foreign investment in agro-processing and agri-tech? And also, what facilities and support are currently provided by Bangladesh Bank for new entrepreneurs interested in starting an agri-food processing business?
Pardon me, would you please repeat the question?
Yes, of course. How is Bangladesh Bank going to incentivize foreign investment in agro-processing and agri-tech?
Yeah, for the agriculture and other things, we have already some, if it is for the general, Bangladesh has incentive for the foreign investor. So apart from those foreign investors, if I consider the agriculture sector and other some sectors for the export earnings, Bangladesh Bank is giving them 5 to 10% cash incentive on their export earnings. So Bangladesh Bank is doing its best, and most of these cash incentives are actually agricultural based products. Thank you.
Okay, and the other question that came, are there any facilities and support that are currently provided by Bangladesh Bank for new entrepreneurs interested in starting an agri-food and processing business?
Yeah, actually for the agro-processing business, for the new entrepreneurs and others, we have a fund of 140 billions, which is being provided to the SME sectors with a reduced interest rate.
Okay, thank you so much. The audience asks for more details. Okay. I like the interaction.
Okay.
Good.
Actually, our SME department is operating a fund which stands to right now 140 billion. Last year, taka, definitely taka. And last year it was 829 crore taka we distributed among the SME sector, and the rate of interest is here is only 7%. And we provide the bank to the bank with the interest rate of 2%, and end user will get this fund by 7%. I think if you need some more clarification and more things, it will be on our website. Our circulars and guidelines are there regarding this SME fund for the agro-processing industry. And for the other, if I go for my agricultural credit and agricultural credit department, we have some other interactive project and some schemes for the agricultural development, which will actually produce the input for the agro-processing industries. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have many more to go, and of course, very interesting question. I will move to the Ministry of Commerce representative. Someone can share the microphone with her. Thank you. So the question for the Ministry of Commerce is also, do you have any plan to offer any policy incentive for agro-processing investors?
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, from the Ministry of Commerce, we give the highest priority in agro-process sector. In our export policy, recently we have formulated export policy 2024 and 27. And in this policy, among the top priority sector, we have placed agro sector as a top priority sector. And to give facilities on this sector to develop on this area, because agro sector has lots of possibilities in our country, and as we have an agro-based country. And besides this, from our BPC, that means Business Promotion Council, we have agro-based Business Promotion Council under the Ministry of Commerce, and from there we give mass training on this, the participant, the person who are involved in this agro business, and training program. Besides, you know that there is a cash incentive on agro product, many of the product, and we recommend this to the for the cash incentive after export of this export of agro product. We give the cash incentive facilities, and many agro products they are included. So there are many things are going from the Ministry of Commerce to prioritize this sector. And besides, we have from the EPB, that means Export Promotion Bureau, there is every year there are many exhibition, foreign and national area, and we take the initiative to display our product and to make market. Besides this, in the foreign country, we have 24 commercial wing in foreign countries, where the commercial counselor from the Ministry of Commerce, the officers are deployed there. They work as mass-making to promote export.
All right. So I hear a lot is going on as well from the Ministry of Commerce. Can you maybe give an advice to the people, and I'm sure this question was with more people, where they can find more information if they want to know more about these incentives? Any website or?
Cash incentives, and we have actually, besides cash incentive, that means on the export items, the business person gets the product which are exported. But besides this, there are other facilities for the export for the investor. Actually, to invest in Bangladesh, the Ministry of Commerce suggests policy support for the import of machineries, duty-free import of machineries, tax holidays, and other easily repatriation of their dividend. This kind of facilities for the special economic zone, and also for the export item, the exporters get other facilities. That means bonded warehouse facilities, and back-to-back LC, and different cash, that means loan facilities. In EPB, we have Export Development Fund also. We provide loan with low interest.
Okay, thank you very much. I would like to move to the MBR now, the National Board of Revenue. The first question is, What are the procedures for obtaining tax incentives in special economic zones for agro-processing industries?
Thank you for your question. NBR has given or approved many reduction or exemption in agriculture and agro-processing sector, such as agriculture equipment import, agriculture insecticides raw materials import, agriculture seeds import, agriculture fertilizer raw materials import, for agro production medicine, etc.
Okay. One more question that also came for MBR. It's a more specific question. Is anomalies exist in the AIT structure in the agricultural industry? Is there any plan to address this in a sustainable manner?
Please question.
So it says anomalies exist in the AIT structure in the agricultural industry.
Yes.
Is there any plan to address this in a sustainable manner? Thank you. Advanced income tax structure in the agricultural industry.
No, there is no advance income tax on agriculture sector. In agriculture sector, many is SD, CD, VAT, it exempted. There is no ATV on agriculture sector.
Okay, I am definitely not an expert in AIT. I have to apologize for that. Okay, I see that this is a very, very heated topic. So I suggest that we can take that in the networking and coffee session afterwards to discuss a bit further for those who would like to know the answer further. Or do you have any more comments on this?
Okay.
Okay.
There is no AT on agricultural sector. There is no AT.
Okay. So I will move to the next question in the interest of time, since we also fortunately started a bit later, to the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock.
Respected distinguished
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, and investor from abroad and domestic. Actually, I think you are so exhausted and already received a lot of slide, lecture, and insight. So I am with you with my four production: meat, milk, egg, and fish. And you depends on the daily life on these three products. So we represent the agriculture subsector. There is a two sector: fisheries and livestock. So you know that we untapped potential in the sea area. Recently, we have the legitimate light on the sea, 100,000 square kilometer in the deep sea. So the commercial vessel and inside the farming fish, we just stood the fifth in the world to fish production. And the fish demand in the all of the world, and in domestic side, we supply the nutrition of a family. So nobody can live with nutrition supply. So this kind of insights, I would like to domestic investor and international investor to come up with your capital, and you can FDI or with your joint venture. We have some potential businessman, agro-business potential investor is existing in my country. So the foreign investor come to with our local investor, then you can enjoy a lot of profit, because ROI, that means return on investment in Bangladesh agriculture sector, is very huge potential. I focus some important issues in this sector. Bangladesh, 100% foreign ownership and full profit reputation through BIDA one-stop service in this sector, and 10 years tax holiday. If you come with your capital and your technology, then we provide 10 years tax holiday in our export processing zone. In coastal area, in the Satkhira, Cox's Bazar, and some of areas is fisheries incentive area. So there is a lot of opportunity to invest your money and repatriate your profit in your domestic country. There is a duty-free imports. It's focused on the investment. So the sourcing for machinery and equipment from the foreign country, because heavy machinery is required in the meat industry, storing house and cooling chain and chiller, and fisheries, commercial boat, all are depends on the, we have to depend on the foreign country. Because Singapore, America, and India, China, those are the country for sourcing for our machineries. So these are all at the zero tariff. There is no import duty on this capital machinery, but 1% is now maybe 1% tax on the machinery. But if you set up a project or investment, 100% processing for the export, then you can enjoy the zero tariff. And if you set up the company for 80% of the products of the foreign country, then it is also the considered as a 100% export company, and you can enjoy the zero tariff. And on the other side, you are enjoying the tax holiday and policy support. That's your machinery. You can bring the zero tariff, and when you export these things to other country or destination, then you also enjoy the 10 to 20% cash incentive on your FOB, first import.
Thank you, Mr. Shah. Alam Mukul. I think you already gave a lot of information indeed, and I'm sure there is a lot more to say, but in the interest of time, I will have to go to the last questions, as I think people in the audience are also eager to move into the breakout sessions, if that's okay. The last question that I would like to ask for this session, and I hope, as there was a good interaction already with the audience, that you would have a chance to stay around a bit, and people can also find you in case they want to know more or want to know where to find more information. So the last question I would like to ask to our representative from BIDA, and it is, can BIDA consider launching a fast-track service desk for agribusiness ventures seeking regulatory clearance and land allocation?
Thank you very much. Everybody knows we have launched one-stop services. We have a voices system running for 3 years. Within 3 years of time, we've extended roughly 200,000 services with a success in time delivery of 95%. So we have that service in place. But regarding the, as you said, the policy intervention, my chairman, as you know, that he's driving like anything, and we have taken massive initiative in the reforms where we are talking to all the agencies, my colleagues here, on the sectoral development, and we are working with everybody regarding the sectoral development. It was generic in earlier days. Now we have focused on certain sectors where we are looking into matchmaking, policy support, in the 3 stages of investment promotion, facilitation, and policy support. These are on place. So we would be requesting to honorable guests here who have come to look for this investment opportunity. Please share your thoughts and how best we can support you to mature your investment. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. With this, I would like to conclude this discussion. And I think this was an open invitation as well to continue this dialogue. Thank you to all the speakers who joined us here today. Please give a round of applause for Ms. Shamima Akter from MBR, Ms. Nargis Murshida from the Ministry of Commerce, Mr. Kamrul Hasan from Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Debashish Sarkar from the Bangladesh Bank, and Mr. Ariful Hoque from BIDA. Thank you so much.